Hi, Todd Gourno here with Three Creeks Capital. Today I'm going to cover the STRS Ohio Service Retirement Estimate, and in particular, this video is going to focus on the Joint and Survivor Annuity, which is Section 2 of your retirement estimate. This is a huge area of confusion and clients not knowing what to do. I'm going to try and clear it up today so that when you pick this plan of payment option, you know exactly what you're doing. I spent 7 years working for STRS Ohio, and I've been advising clients for over 20 years as a certified financial planner. And if there's one area that I would say people make the largest mistake, it's right in this area. So keep in mind, when you get to retirement, this is an irrevocable decision. We can't undo it, so we got to get it right. So let's get started. You can see here in the estimate that I ran, the Joint and Survivor Annuity at STRS Ohio would provide you a guaranteed lifetime benefit under this option 1A, same to beneficiary, $57.07 per month. That means that I'm the member, I get $57.07 upon my death. My primary beneficiary also gets $57.07 when I pass away. Keep in mind your primary beneficiary does not need to be a spouse. Anybody you choose, okay? So, option 1A, same to beneficiary. Option 2A, half to beneficiary. And option 3A, in my example, it's 25%. STRS will default you to 33%. Keep in mind this can be any flat dollar amount or percentage that you choose. So what's the A options get you with reversion? What does that mean? So in my example, I was getting $57.07 under option 1A. If my primary beneficiary were to predecease me, I revert to the single life annuity, which is that $62.33. So keep in mind, reversion allows you to go back to that higher benefit on a monthly basis if your primary beneficiary predeceases you. That's A options with reversion. Now, there's a B and C option both in 1 and 2, and then obviously in 3 you only have the B option. So let's talk about what these are. They're a little confusing, and frankly I don't see many people choosing these as an option, but I want to cover it so you have an understanding. Keep in mind, with all of these options, you as the member and your primary beneficiary would receive a lifetime benefit, okay? But under the B and C options, you can cover a second beneficiary. So not your primary, but primary and a secondary beneficiary. So here's how it works. I'm going to look at option 1B with a 5-year guarantee. Your 5-year guarantee starts the day you retire. So very, very important there to remember. I'm the member, I get $57.42 a month. I pass away, my primary beneficiary also gets $57.42 a month, both lifetime benefits. Now, if the two of us were to pass away within that guaranteed period, in this example it's 5 years, if we pass away, our secondary beneficiary would receive $57.42 a month for the remainder of the guarantee. So in my example, I'm the member, my primary beneficiary and I both pass away within 3 years of my retirement date. So there's 2 years left on the guaranteed period. That second beneficiary would get $57.42 per month for 2 remaining years. If myself, the member, or my primary beneficiary outlive the guaranteed period, either one of us, there is no monthly benefit to the second beneficiary, okay? But again, member and the primary beneficiary always receive a lifetime benefit. So here's the key. When thinking about your plan of payments, you have to keep a couple things in mind. First and foremost is, if you're leaving someone a joint survivor annuity, you want to leave them an amount that's based on their need. What do I mean by this? Picture having your primary beneficiary sitting next to you and you're trying to figure out which plan of payment to pick. And you say to them, how much do you think you would need monthly in order to maintain your lifestyle? And then you go through an exercise of calculating what their own pension is, maybe Social Security, some 403Bs, 457, 401Ks. So the primary beneficiary realizes they really don't need that much from you upon your death in order to maintain their lifestyle. Well, in that example, you wouldn't have to leave them a 1 option or 2 option. Maybe you choose a fraction or dollar amount under the 3rd option. So this is really important because how much you leave your primary beneficiary ultimately determines how much you're going to get each and every month while you're alive. So I'm going to go back to the option 1A. I'm getting 5707. My primary beneficiary also gets 5707 upon my death. Now, if you look at the single life annuity, you can see I took a reduction of $500 a month, or $6,000 per year. Based on my life expectancy at retirement, I could easily live 20 to 30 years. So I just took a $6,000 per year reduction. I live another 20 years. I just reduced my income while I was alive by $120,000 in that example. These are the kinds of mistakes that I would often see when I worked at STRS. Members tend to pick a plan of payment based on what other people are choosing and not their own financial situation. If you take a look at our knowledge library on our website, I have very specific examples about this where real life cases where members have lost upwards of $300,000 in lost retirement income because they chose the wrong plan of payment. So it's really critical here to get this right because this is an irrevocable decision at the pension systems, whether you're OPERS, STRS, OP&M. If you can't figure this out on your own by watching our videos and reading our material, give us a call. We don't want you to make the mistake that we've seen other members make and have less retirement income while you're alive. It's important to take into consideration income today while you're alive and income when you're not alive to protect that person. Getting this right is critical. Thank you.